6 consultants and now become a regional consultant. And what's exciting here is you get a raise, and not a 3% raise, not a 7% raise. You get a 55% raise to do exactly what we've been doing. 55% to do the same thing. Example is, as a regional consultant, you bring in 2 individuals that see the same thing. They have the same drive, they like what they saw, they know they're going to have help because we're a team. When they generate their 5 customer points, they get 100 just like you did when you started, right? Makes sense? Everybody starts out the same way. But what's going to happen is, because you helped them get started and they secured that 5 customer points in that first 28 days, you're going to get $155 each time those new consultants do that. Leverage is kicking in. There's the second part of the promotion phase. Leverage now kicks in because now these 2 individuals aren't going to keep it a secret either. They're going to share this with other people as well. So when they do that, people you don't know, or maybe you know that first couple of people because they're close-knit organizational people, but you may not know these people, you may not know the rest of those people. Now, and every time one of those new people gets their 5 customer points, 2 for free, themselves at the third customer point, and maybe 2 neighbors, when they generate their $100 in that first 28 days, you're going to get a $55 override to unlimited deaths for every consultant that joins your business. There's that leverage. You got some. I can't use the pointer on the TV. I can't reach. First 2 is you got them started. The leverage kicks in when the team starts to spread, and you're going to be rewarded each time just for getting something started. Now, I think we have some regional consultants in the room. If you are, could you please stand and just kind of share where you're from, a little bit about your experience, work type, whatever. Anything you want to share.
Hi, Terry Palermo. I'm from Greece, New York. I have a commercial flooring company, and Ambit's going to help me fire myself.
You're fired. Denny Schoenfeld. I'm a retired cabinet maker, and been in it a couple years and love it. And I get free energy.
Congratulations.
Dick Sarvis from D'Angelo, New York. Retired professional networker. Been in Ambition over the weekend. That says it all, and free energy, folks.
I'm Chris Booth. I live in Arundicoit. I work with U of R doing pest control. I've given them my notice. I'm out of there by Thanksgiving time.
All right.
My name is Odessa. I'm Susie Reynolds from Rochester, New York, and it helped me retire myself from the home improvement industry, and I also received free energy.
That's awesome.
My name is Odessa Green. I retired January last year from ITT Human Resources. I'm a regional consultant.
Congratulations.
My name is Callie Recruitis Beck. I'm a marketing manager at a bank. We also have our own gift shop, and to Ambit whenever I can fit it in.
Great.
Hi everybody, my name is Frank Woods. I'm from Syracuse, New York, and I have a problem with Ambit. It made me lazy. I joined the business, it'll be 5 years ago next month, and I worked pretty hard at it for the first year and a half, and then I had enough money coming in residually that I don't have to work for anybody else. I haven't worked for anybody else in the last 3.5 years, and Ambit made me lazy. But I'm going back to work to rebuild my business because there's so much more there. So welcome.
Side note, I won't keep you long, but Frank's been one of our mentors here when we first got started back in 2010 when he came from the central New York region as one of the first consultants in that region. So give it a hand. He got us started. So, what did we talk about? We talked about a little bit of leverage, right? So the leverage and excitement starts to generate. Your people are going to share this with other people. Bam! You get promoted again. The leverage continues in your regional code, but now you've started another business in your senior code, and all that means is more money. So, explaining the new consultants that you bring in as a senior consultant, they're going to get their $100 for their 5 points of customers for 2 themselves, and follow where I'm going there. But that senior consultant for sponsoring them, once they've succeeded with that 5 points, they get $235. Anybody like that number? There's blank stares, you don't believe me. Trust me, it happens. $235 for every enrollment that the senior brings in that scores their 5 points. That leverage continues, and when that team grows down in depth, there's an up to $135 bonus coming in override on the growth in that code, along with your regional code. So now you have multiple businesses going. It's like opening different franchises of McDonald's. You're going to get that residual, that income coming in from 2 different spots for the same amount of effort. So we have some seniors in the room. Can I have some seniors stand up and share a little bit about where they're from? And
Wow. Stan, I own an advertising company here in Rochester for 25 years. I actually walk around 10,000 homes every 6 weeks myself. I just turned 50 last week, and I was coming home telling my wife, I don't want to walk no more. I get paid on an average maybe 50 cents to $1 a house, so I wasn't really making that bad of money. But walking got tougher and tougher, and I knew the value of a nickel to a house, a dime to a house. When I seen this opportunity, and they said the 50 cents to a house, you'll see more money coming. I said, hey, I'd rather do that without walking to 10,000 homes. This is my wife, Giselle.
congratulations.
I'm Dan, and y'all heard my story, so I can sit back.
Sammy Drayton, ditto. I pastor one of the finest churches here in the Rochester area. I get free.
Quick question for everybody that heard the two different groups stand up. Is there anything in common? Was there employment in common? Was there age or race or background in common? That goes back to, can I do it? Because that's the simple fact that anyone can do this. And we all, or most of us, are looking for that plan B. We can't walk 10,000 houses for all of our lives. We can't climb on ladders and carry 80-pound bundles of shingles up a roof or home improvement or whatever goes with it. We can't do that. Sometimes we don't think about that. This is going to change that for you. So now, your team's growing, right? You can't stop it. Why would you? You can't stop it. You get promoted again. Once your team grows to a certain amount of consultants, you become an executive consultant. Again, leveraged income, incredible bonuses for sponsoring, bringing new people into this business opportunity to change their lives, while your regional and senior codes are paying you. You're now going to earn $315 for every sponsorship that scores their 5 customer points in 28 seconds. Now, because you're real good at telling about it. And the leveraged income down below up to $215 each time somebody down below brings on their 5 points. So I know we have a couple executive consultants, and that's awesome in this area to have some executive consultants that come to our meetings and help us build our teams. So if I could have, I believe, 2 executive consultants in the room, come on up, Talana and James. Talana's my co-host's wife.
My name is Talana Nieves. My husband and I started this business, it'll be 3 years in October. He's a professional firefighter with the City of Rochester. And last year I was working for the City of Rochester, and just part-time, he was able in 8 months to replace 4 businesses and jobs and do Ambit full-time basically with his fire department job. And I was able to leave 15 years early from the City of Rochester with my retirement and with the income from Ambit. So all I can say is this is an awesome opportunity. I believe it's the greatest opportunity that we have in this country to become financially free. Right now at the City of Rochester, they're maybe looking at a 1% increase, salary increase. You can't live off of that. So by taking control of our own financial future, we are in such a much better place, and this is an awesome company. So hope you guys look at it. If you need to look at it again, do that. But it really is a great opportunity. Thank you.
My name is Wenqing Bushipiu. My background is in music. When we started the Ambit business, I was thinking about retiring my parents. Until my husband joined the business with me on this journey, and he said, I'm going to retire our family. And I think it just recently when we went to Ambition, when we came back, we realized that this is a two personal goals, but what we're really looking at as an opportunity that we have truly something in our hand can lift up the society altogether to free many people. I think that's our ultimate goal at this moment now. So it's an awesome opportunity. Just yesterday I called my dean at Hoxton School of Music. I said I resign. Because me and my husband, we have much more on the shoulder to share with a lot of people, to lift up a lot of people. So I think this is a duty call now.
Wow.
So,
Something in common. There's a lot of this going on in this room. So again, your success is now just generating. It's snowballing. It's rolling downhill and getting bigger and bigger and faster and faster. You get promoted again to what we have as a title of national consultant. Now I'll go back to the executive real quick. There is another way that the executives are getting paid. They're getting paid an expense account for a few requirements that they meet to the tune of $1,000 a month. On top of all the other money, it's $1,000 a month just to build their businesses. That's $12 grand a year, folks, just to become an executive and fill a few holes. So national now, national's more money. Your team's growing. You're getting paid 4 different ways in this compensation plan on just this slide. 4 separate little businesses running together. Their cost, expense account, thank you. Expense account just went up to $1,500 a month, $18,000 a year. So that's pretty incredible. I know there's some companies out there we've all heard about getting to certain levels. You know, there's one that gives you a funny looking colored car. Okay. They chose to do the expense account because a lot of our successful people live in areas that they don't use cars or don't want to drive a pink Cadillac. You know, so they're using the trains and whatnot. So why have that issue? So they let the consultants choose how they spend their money on their businesses. So this is just one of the ways that we're going to get paid, but this isn't why we're in the business. You know, you're all smiling, you like the money, it's easy to share this opportunity with people. But we're going to talk about some residual income, which is just unheard of and incredible. I'm going to show some examples. This, just to clarify, this is just an Excel spreadsheet with a number on it. It has nothing to do with what you should do or shouldn't do in building your business as far as size. But we're just going to use the numbers that are depicted up on the board. So when you become a consultant in the business, you're going to look for some like-minded people. People that are driven. I mean, what are some of the qualities we're looking for in some people that are going to help you build a business? Frank? You're on the spot. I was going to do that. Integrity, maybe motivation. You know, they got respect in, you know, what they're doing. Work ethic. You know, we have an ethical business. They will not tolerate the unethical things that you see in the world. So we're going to look for 3 people like we are. We have the integrity. We're going to build this business. So 3 people join, and they're going to look for people of the same integrity. And generally, people of that integrity know people of that integrity. Do we not? That's how we associate ourselves in these relationships. So when that team grows just by 3, so we'll just leave it that, you're going to have over 3,200 consultants on your team over time. Okay? Over time, this builds to 3,200. So let's just say you went out and you gained 20 customer points. Now we talked about those bonuses, getting 5 points here, 5 points there. Different ways to get paid. Bless you. So we're going to say we gathered 20 customer points. Now, remember I said there's 2 customer points that come to you for free, right? So that leaves this number to 18. Now, in this compensation portion that I'm talking about, each point represents a utility. So those of us that have customers that have both gas and electric represents 2 points, correct? So how many houses is that now? 9? Do we all know 9 people that have gas and electric that want to save money? So how hard do you think it is to get to 20 customer points? We blow by that. But that's the bottom. That's the bottom line. So let's just say the new consultants that came on board with the team, they only did half of what you did. They only brought in 10 customer points. They got 2 for free, so what's the math? Didn't do much. They just built 10. That customer growth, if everybody duplicates that, is over 32,000 customers all paying a bill unconsciously. Wouldn't you agree? It's monthly, we pay that one sometimes before some of the ones we should pay. But we understand the importance of electricity and heat, right? So we're going to pay that bill. So that track record of success paying that bill generates that income. So only 10 per 32,000 customers. We have 5 bands. I'll be quick on this. 5 bands. One band, the first band is the lowest threshold, very small, like a studio closet. Okay? Band 5 is the larger homes. Anywhere in between is how we pay on the compensation. So, in 7 levels of growth, once you've gained your 20 customer points, you're going to have to budget $39,000 plus every month coming in on the 15th of month, 15th of every month, just on the fact that your 32,000 customers are paying the bill that they have to pay. That's in 7 levels. 7 levels. I saw common smiles earlier. Now I get common. It's real, folks. But let me bring it down a little bit lower. What if your new consultants, you brought in 3 and they duplicated, they were motivated, but this, for some reason, they stubbed their toes and they decided that they're only going to bring in 3 customers each. They got $100, 2 for free, 3 customers gave them $100, and then they went in witness protection. You never saw them again. And it happens, but what if the whole team did it? 9,000 customers are generated by that, still going to generate $11,000 a month in a residual income. All you did was get something started up in the top, and it snowballed on top of the other bonuses as you get for sponsoring people to come in the business. Can anybody spend 11 grand a month?
Yeah.
Who needs a new car? Anybody need a new car? What kind of car? What's 11 grand a month going to pay for? Just about any car you want. Well, that's not the only reason we're doing this. That's not the only way we get paid. The company's been very generous. We like to use this as, we call this toll booth money. A lot of people refer to it. Everybody knows what the New York State Thruway is like. We all understand what that little basket in the arm used to do before Easy Pass. Change, drop it outside, you gotta open the door to get it, to put it back in the basket. We've all done it, right? This is your own toll booth. For every customer, when you become a regional consultant, every customer, and I'm talking about utilities now, not households, every actual customer, electric and every gas customer, is going to generate a quarter to you as a regional consultant. Remember that Dan talked about the referral program. Customers can refer customers for free energy. Well, you brought that customer in and referred 2,000 customers for some reason. That's 2,000 quarters for you. You never saw them, never did anything to get that. It's still your quarters. So regionals are going to get a quarter every month. As you promote through the compensation plan, your senior coding, all the customers that are part of your senior rank are now up to 50 cents per customer, along with the up to the 25 cents for the first one. That keeps generating. As an executive consultant, it's up to 75 cents, and as you promote through the rank to national, it's up to $1. Now think about how many quarters that is, and how many cars go through the toll booth daily. It's a lot of quarters with your name on it. That's, Brad's residual bonus. There's all the customers, or Wenjing's residual bonus. It's incredible. This, by far, and all the consultants, including mine, this is the biggest portion of your residual income is quarters, believe it or not. The 11,000 looks nice. It's a big number. The 39,000 looks nice, but this turns into being bigger than that, believe me. I'm glad they don't put it in quarters in a dump truck, isn't it? So, it's exciting. We've shared the company with you, a little bit of background on the co-founders and where they came from, their success level of the company, the recognition that we've gotten, great speakers that helped us. I've tried to share a little knowledge on what the compensation holds for you, the different phases, and there's different levels of compensation for you. But I'm going to bring up another gentleman that is just exploding in, I don't know, the better half or just the taller half. I'll go there. This gentleman, both Aurelian and Lynching have mentored me. We all get mentored by our leaders, and they all put their arms around us and help us build this business. And let me bring up my good friend, executive consultant, Aurelian Boucher.
How are you guys doing tonight?
Great.
Good. Let's applaud Brad. Before did an amazing job. This is the only business where you will see a Frenchman and a firefighter working together. And of course, a policeman. My name is Aurélien Boucher-Pillon, and I like to tell you something. My name is a little bit exotic, and I like to tell people I'm from Texas. Actually, I feel like I'm from Texas. I just came back from Dallas to the convention center, and I cannot tell you, I was exhausted after my trip, but I can barely sleep. I'm so excited about what's coming. I want you to just think about something, okay? Ambit Energy has been created in 7 years, and we had 1 million customers in 7 years, okay? In the next 2 years, 24 months, it's going extremely fast, 2 years, okay? We're going to create another Ambit Energy with another 1 million customers. We made $1 billion last year in 1 year, in one single year. We're going to make another $1 billion in the next 24 months. Guess what? I got my share of it. I get it. I'm executive consultant, my wife too, I'm working very hard. But this is not about me. It's not about my story. Because people get bored of my story. It's about you guys. What are you going to be doing for your family in the next 24 months? Is it worth it to work? Think about it. 24 months goes very fast. Don't take me wrong, there's way more to come in this company. But the big wave and the momentum is right now. Okay? Let me tell you a little bit more. Something, can I have?
We have a price.
Maybe a customer. You should answer. A consultant would be better, actually. Let me tell you a little bit more about myself. So my name is Aurélien. Don't remember my name. Just try to remember a little bit of my story. If I can do it, if I can speak to you tonight, there's no reason, all of you can do it. You have to be able to do that. It's so simple. I mean, try to picture a Frenchman that came 7 years ago in America, didn't speak English, is speaking to you today. Hopefully you understand a little bit of what I'm talking about. Okay? So I came in America because in France, it's a beautiful country. We have great wine, great cheese, life is beautiful. But something happened when you quit school, okay, and your parents are very exigent and they want you to be in the army because my father was a colonel. Well, you don't have much to do. So I found out that I didn't like to work. I really didn't like to work. And my stepfather is a very, very hard worker. My father is a very hard worker. And I look at them all their life working very hard. And they did accomplish a lot of things, but they never been wealthy. And they never had time to do anything else than work. And I remember telling myself, life has to be something else. It's just not possible. And I look in France, and nothing was happening in France. And God bless America, I've been, ejected from France to the United States. And here I am. But something happened when I arrived in America. I had no job, couldn't speak English. And I start talking to people, what do you guys do? What's happening in this country, right? And people say, oh, I have a job, I have 2 jobs, I have 3 jobs. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm like, I'm going to a country where there's no job, to a country where people have 3 jobs. I got really terrified. I said, something else must be out there, right? So I worked my way, I built a dishwasher, exciting to be a dishwasher, right? $7 an hour, under the table, I couldn't speak. I worked my way up, and one day I decided that I wanted to take control of my life. I said I need to take control of my life. I need to be the owner of my own business. And I came with a genius idea. So genius that I never made a penny with it. I decided to sell jackets. I do a lot of surfing, and I decided to put the neoprene from the wetsuit in some jackets. And that's the way I took control of my financial life. Let me just ask you a question tonight. How many of you use gas and electric? Okay, pretty much everybody. If you don't, I don't know where you live. I don't want to come. Now, let me ask you a very serious and important question. How many of you have a neoprene jacket in their home? She does. She has more than one. Actually, we have 20 of them in the attic. So you got my point. Anyway, long story short, I got to meet my girlfriend that became my wife, and I think that's the best thing that ever happened to me. And one day she came home and she said, okay, your neoprene jacket looks very cool already, but I think we need to do something else. And she came home with a little bizarre business. And she said, we're going to get rich. I said, well, you will, I'm not going to. And she started working very hard because she's a very hard worker, and that's what it takes. In whatever you do, you have to work. And she started working, and one day she showed me a check. And I say, oh, wow, that's interesting, $10. She said, well, Aurelian, you don't understand. Those $10 are residual. And I'm like, oh, I'm a broken English, residual? I have to Google. So I went online and I Googled residual because I couldn't understand. And I realized, that I've been looking for that my entire life. I mean, think about it. You can get paid when other people do the work with you. And you can get paid when people use gas and electricity, and you can be surfing somewhere in Hawaii. And you get paid. I said, this is a genius idea, guys. What I can tell you is, we've been working very hard, okay? 3 years working part-time, and we replaced both jobs. 3 years working part-time. In your backyard, in America, 2 immigrants not speaking a word of English when they came here. Think about it. Can you do it? I guess so. Would you do it? I don't know, maybe I have to do it. There's no choice for you. When you get out of this room, you have to think about that. What's life going to bring you in the next 24 months? If you don't do something different, what life going to bring to you? I'm not saying you have to do Ambit. Go find something else. Tell me if it's good, because I always look for opportunities, okay? So, let's move on, a little bit. Oh, other side, other way. Perfect. A service, not a product. Well, we talk about it. Obviously, I don't have to convince you to use gas and electric. I have to convince you to buy my neoprene jacket. I still have 20 left. If you want one, okay? Guys, everybody use gas and electric. It's beautiful, okay? It's not that sexy, but everybody uses it. And you know what's magical? We save people money. We're not asking them to pay more. Everybody you meet use gas and electricity. There is no excuses to do not succeed in this business. Power of part-time, I love that. This is so French, okay? Let me ask you a question. I have to ask that, and I'm sorry, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I know sometimes it hurts, but it's good to get pinched a little bit sometimes. I get pinched myself a lot. How many of you work full-time? Don't be shy, full-time. Okay. How many of you work full-time plus a part-time job or a part-time business? Well, guys, I have to tell you, I'm so sorry for you. I'm really sorry for you. Because I know there's something better for you out there. I'm not making fun of you, but I know life can be different. But here's the key. Nobody teaches us to think differently. The society doesn't tell you have to be wealthy. The books, school, nobody tells you that. Society doesn't tell us, okay, you can work part-time and make full-time income. Because that's what Ambit can do for you. But you have to teach yourself. You have to believe in yourself and believe in the opportunity that you have. What is better, work 8 to 5 for somebody's dream? Or work, like I like to say, my friend, I work 12 to 4 for your wealth. Think about it. Lucrative combustion plant. Well, getting paid on the gas and electric bill. It's so powerful. Residual income, passive income that comes months after months after months. I always tell people, I'm going to try to be like my grandfather. People say, what do you mean? Well, I'm going to try to live until I'm 92. So I can enjoy the money that I'm making. Residual income, it doesn't stop. The only thing that stops is us. We have to go sometimes. But guess what? Residual can go to your kids. It does. Oh, one more thing. How many of you here understand the combustion plant that you've seen tonight? Don't lie. Just be honest with yourself. Okay, I don't understand it. My wife does. Just married somebody that understands the combustion plant. So, seriously, I don't understand it. I just know that I get paid. We get paid doing very, very simple things. And guess what? I know how to cash a check. I'm the first one who receives a check. Oh, I'm going to the bank. I'm so excited. Perfect timing. I can't describe how this is so important. I can't describe it, guys. I cannot make you feel what I'm feeling right now. But this is a tsunami in the financial world. It's a tsunami in the business world. It's happening right in front of you. All of you tonight, it doesn't matter, your consultant, your customer, you're looking at it for the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time. You have no excuses in your lifetime to say that God, whatever your God is, doesn't matter. Didn't give you the opportunity to be successful. The timing is perfect. the next 24 months, 3, 4, 5 years, you can make yourself financially free. I'm not saying millionaire, but just financially free, working 10, 15 minutes a day. I know most of you watch TV more than 10, 15 minutes a day. Or stupid Facebook, Twitter, you name it. I do it too. I do it too. I surprise myself. My friends know I'm going to the bathroom and I like it. What does that mean? It's bizarre. Proven system. Well, fastest growing company in North America. Fastest growing company in North America. Okay? In 2010, $1 billion in revenue. Everything is set up. The momentum is right there. They are ready. The company is ready. We have credibility. The timing is strong. We created many, many, many millionaires. Many executive consultants like my wife and I that if we want, we don't have to work anymore. We have enough money coming every month. But like I said, it's not about me or my wife. It's about you guys. It's about you and your family, okay? The proven system, very, very important. Well, I'd like to ask you a question. How many of you have been to Dallas? Okay. For all the other ones that have not been to Dallas, okay, I have to tell you something. You have to go in war. You have to burn your ship. If you're really serious about this business, if you're not serious, don't bother. Go find something else. There's a lot of things to do in America. Whatever people do, there's a lot of things to do. Go sell a neoprene jacket and tell me if you can do better than me. But if you're very, very serious about your business, you have to go in war for you and your family. In every room that we go, there's 3 kinds of people. See? Well, you don't see it. Guess what? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. My wife convinced me for 1 year to do that. And I said, well, I'm better than that. I don't want to look at it. It's a little Chinese business. Nothing against Chinese. I married a Chinese woman. We have an advice for you. You can see it again. See it again, or just get lucky and marry an EC. So I like to say that. That's my new line. Don't steal it from me, but you can go from no C to EC. That's the best thing that can happen. B, you see it. You understand. You understand. You have the vision. You're an entrepreneur. You want to change your life. Okay? You have questions. We all have questions. Everybody is here to help you. It's a big team. Okay? We're all part of that Ambit team. We're all in the same ship. We help each other. So we answer your question. And A, finally, you cannot bear that French accent. Tired of it. You just want to get going. You want to take control of your financial freedom. And guys, we wish you a great, great success. And we welcome you on board. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great evening. Drive safe, and God bless you.
Meeting's over. Well, there's leaders in the room. We saw some of us stand up.